Good day. I recently returned from Mozambique, and every time I cross over a border, I reintroduce myself to the land. So I was in and out of South Africa and Mozambique, and God showed me exactly the same thing. But I'll release that prophecy that God gave me for Mozambique when I was in Mozambique. But when I came across the border, God just says the same thing about South Africa. And He said this. He said, South Africa shall be known as one nation under God. I'm just going to share with you quickly some of the things that God showed me about South Africa and about Africa. God said that He's going to raise up a new breed of apostle and prophet that will come out of hiding, and they will walk in signs, wonders, and miracles. God has shown this to me previously. God just says the same things. Where God gives people a mandate, where God gives a church a mandate, a city a mandate, God also gives a mandate to a nation. So a nation carries a mandate. South Africa carries a mandate. The mandate that South Africa carries is that South Africa shall be known as one nation under God. So guess who the king is going to be? The King of all kings, the Lord Jesus Christ. Uh, then I saw some very interesting things with South Africa and with Africa. I saw one currency of trade. I saw South Africa being the central hub of trade. I saw railway lines that were opened up and they were repaired and restored. And I saw railway lines and I saw trade between African countries. I saw a BRICS dollar, that they were using one currency for them to trade. And this currency was backed by gold. I saw the railway lines. I saw the ports were very, very busy. I saw Africa feeding the rest of the world. Wow, this is a big one. Where Africa had famine, God said no more famine. And Africa is going to feed the rest of the world. I saw Africa trading with the rest of the world. I saw great, great wealth that came into Africa and into South Africa. I saw no more corruption, no more corrupt governments. All corruption was rooted out of governments. There were no more corrupt governments. There are a lot of things that I could say about that, but God won't release me to say certain things. I saw abundance, and South Africa was the central hub of all these things that I saw happening. When I came across the border, and God spoke to me about South Africa being one nation under God, I heard a single word that God popped into my spirit, and that was the word revolt. And God has shown this to me previously about people revolting, that people are going to come to a point where they are going to be so dissatisfied with government that they are going to revolt. And there's going to be a revolution. The people are going to rise up. They're going to riot. They're going to revolt. There's going to be a revolt. The people are going to rise up against government. So God just says the same things. You know, people ask me, why don't I make a YouTube video every single day? Well, God says the same thing. When God shows you about the future of what He's doing in the nation, that He's going to make one nation under God, God has a plan on how He's going to do it. And it's very, very simple. I've already prophesied it to you, that God's going to raise up a new breed of apostle and prophets, that these prophets and apostles won't be able to be bought or sold. They only dance to God's tune. They only take their instruction from heaven. They have been humbled. They have been broken. They wear sackcloth and ashes, but yet they walk in the power of God. So we're going to see a restoration of the Word and the Spirit coming together. There was a forerunner that God used with Spirit and Word. He even called his ministry Spirit Word Ministries, and he walked in signs, wonders, and miracles. But I won't mention his name because that man received so much hate mail. But when you walked into his church, you walked into the presence of God. The glory of God was tangible in that guy's ministry and in that church. So God's raising up a new breed of apostle and prophet in South Africa that is going to usher in to carry out the mandate. that South Africa shall be known as one nation under God. I saw people traveling from around the world, flying on aeroplanes, bringing their sick, some even wanting to bring the dead to South Africa for them to be raised because of this powerful move of God. So bless you guys. I love you guys. Bless you guys. Shalom.